I want you to just take a deep breath. What if I told you you can get better at mixing if you fixed your tracking chain? A lot of your favorite rappers have the money to get the gear at home, but a lot of people don't have the studio at the crib. A lot of artists still go to the studio, and what if I told you it was for this reason? And that reason is to track. They track through the gear. I know you have a cheap mic, you have a home studio set up, and you can't afford $1 million studio. That's where I come in to show you how you can recreate that and even make a cheap USB microphone sound good. Because I like to live by the mantra, you can only mix what you record, and if you're recording bullshit, you're gonna get a bullshit mix no matter how good you are. In this video, it show you a vocal chain that is gonna sound good regardless the genre, the artist. Just adjust the settings accordingly. Because if I can make this snowball mic sound good, there should be no excuses. First thing that we gotta understand, auto-tune is not mandatory. Auto-tune is optional. Auto-tune is not gonna make your music sound better. It doesn't affect the compression, does not affect the EQ, does not affect the de-esser, the reverb, delay. Auto-tune just tunes your vocals. That's it. Alright, that's it. It just makes your vocals be in tune. And the first plugin that you need to put in the chain is the Neve 1073. There's different variations of this plugin out there, but if you can get the UAD version, get the UAD version, because that's my favorite one. Personally, I'm not sponsored, anything like that, but this is the one I use all the time. And the reason why the Neve 1073 is in so many studios across the world is because of how it makes the vocals sound. It gives the vocals this warmth to it, right? This fullness to it. You know, if you put it up between 40 and 50, you get this little distortion, this little extra saturation going on. And recording through it is going to allow you to have a fuller vocal, a better, high quality type of vocal. So, A/B test. So, it's off right now, right? We hear it's off. I turn it on. We hear how that vocal just pops out. It's a little fuller. It feels warmer. Turn it off. See, it's a little thin, not as much, not as, like, it doesn't sound or feel as warm, right? So back on, we're good to go. Next plugin in the chain, it depends on you and how you want to set it up, but a simple way to do it is with the 1176. You can use the Waves CLA 76, it'll work just fine. Slate Digital has the same plugin, but I'm using the UAD one. Long story short, the 76 compressor takes your vocals and pushes them to the front, right? Pushes them to the front. All the compressor does just overall is just keep your vocals consistent, but this iconic piece of gear, which is a plugin in my case, sounds good, push your vocals to the front, and it's very essential, all right? Because we can go 76 into this other piece of iconic gear is the Teletronics 2A, and these two work in tandem. In theory, they replicate the two Tech the CL1B, that big blue compressor that you tend to see when you see a Neve. You can't help but to add a little reverb or delay depending on what you're doing. So if I'm recording with no auto-tune, I don't really want that much reverb to be prevalent in the vocal, because that's gonna make me want to sing, and I don't want to sing. Yeah. Hey, your girl be on my phone line, tryna your girl be on my phone line, tryna your girl be on my phone line, saying that she yo. Ay, he be neglecting. Ay, he don't pay you attention. Not to mention he been. Okay, you say your boyfriend been tripping. He don't give you that attention. He don't give you that one butterfly type feeling. I know you want somebody that you can love and spoil you. Yeah, let me love you right. Let me love you right. I promise I can love you right. I can love you right. I promise. I know this song might sound like I'm hating, but fuck it. I know this song might sound like I'm hating. Fuck it. He don't give you that one butterfly type feeling. I know you want somebody that you can love and spoil you. Yeah, let me love you right. Let me love you right. I promise I can love you right. I can love you right. I promise. I know this song might sound like I'm hating, but fuck it. So that sounds cool. So let's say I want to come back and record without it so we can see the difference. So what I'm gonna do is just do like some libs where it's like without it so we can see like the difference. Alright, so here we go. Let's record. Yeah. Hey. I know lately your boyfriend been tripping. He don't get that feeling. You starting to feel like something inside it missing. Hey, let me be the one. So what we're looking at is the difference in the files, right? Right. The first one looks way more consistent across the board because we're tracking through that compression, so we don't have to hit the compressor as hard when we get the mixing, right? This one right here is all out of whack, right? It's very high. We got some lows, so the compressor is gonna have to work very hard for that to sound consistent, right, in volume. So I can play that back and we can see. I know lately your boyfriend been tripping. He don't get that feeling. You starting to feel like something inside it missing. Because right here we heard the volume, how drastically the volume changed from here. Like watch this. Friend been tripping. He don't get that feeling. You're starting to feel like this shit got super loud. But whereas we can go here and we see everything is more consistent. I don't give you that one butterfly type feeling. I know you want somebody that you can love and spoil you. Yeah, let me love you, right? Because like if you actually put headphones on and actually hear what's going on, you can hear the difference, right? Without a compressor, we hear how that changed. We can hear this. Your boyfriend been tripping. He don't get that feeling. You starting to feel like something. Like from this part to this part, the volume got louder and we could hear it. So when it comes back to having to compress that, we're gonna have to really compress that, all right? Whereas we ran it through light compression, nothing crazy, and it's more of a consistent vocal take throughout this take. Boyfriend been tripping, he don't give you that attention, he don't give you that one butterfly type feeling. I know you want somebody that you can love and spoil you. Yeah. That's more consistent of a take. That's a better quality of a vocal to work with. And keep in mind, I'm using a USB microphone, right? If you have a studio microphone, record through. You don't even have to have a UAD. Listen, and that's what it's like to track. Listen, I'm just showing you what it's like, I'm just showing you what it's like to record through analog gear using plugins, right? This is what would happen if you go to a studio. When you go to a studio and record through the gear, you're going to get the top track, right? Versus when you're recording at home, just monitoring, you would get the bottom track, right? That's why when people get quality vocals to work with, it already sounds like 80% done. It's not a lot of work that has to go into it. But for some reason, a lot of artists pride themselves on having to struggle and fix. And it's like, bro, engineering is problem solving. You don't want to have to fix a lot of problems. You only fix problems when the problems occur. But if you suck at mixing and you need a better tracking chain or an idea of how to do it, don't let me record better quality vocals than you with a SNOWBALL microphone.